In a small village nestled among rolling hills lived Elara, a young farm girl known for her gentleness and for the pair of eyes that seemed to carry the very glow of the night sky. She spent her days tending to her garden of sunflowers, selling whatever the earth chose to gift her. But this story is not about Elara. It is about Thomas, a merchant from the same village. His shoulders sagged, not from the weight of goods he carried, but from the crushing weight of the world he believed rested upon him. Obsessed with profits and deals from the nearby city, he had grown indifferent to anything that didn't serve his ambition. People to him were nothing more than numbers. Every word, every handshake, a transaction. Thomas lived in a world painted in shades of gray, while Elara's world bloomed in color. One late afternoon, rain began to pour, heavy and relentless. Elara ran with a basket full of apples, searching for shelter. On her way, she spotted a young owl crouched beneath a bush, its wing bloodied and trembling. The creature shivered with cold and pain, its wide eyes pleading silently for mercy. Elara knelt down and lifted it gently. The bird nestled into her hands, fragile yet trusting, and she carried it home. There she cleaned its wound and wrapped its wing in a scrap of cloth. By morning, the owl already seemed stronger. The conflict began when Elara, the owl cradled in her arms, crossed paths with Thomas at the market. "Thomas, please, help me," she pleaded. "I need a bit of linen and some herbs to heal this owl's wing. I can pay you with apples or flowers or—" Thomas cut her off, not even glancing at the bird. "Elara, I'm not running a charity for animals. My business doesn't allow me to waste time with such distractions. What do you want from me, really?" Her heart sank. "I just need a little help. It costs nothing." "It costs my time, and my time is money. Go ask someone else. I have more important matters than a wounded bird." He turned sharply and walked away. Elara stood frozen, humiliation burning through her. The drizzle had returned, soaking her hair and clothes, yet she held the owl close and whispered, "Don't worry. We'll make it through." That night the owl's fever worsened. Elara tried everything she could, but without the linen and the herbs, she couldn't save it. By dawn, the little creature was gone. Silent, still. Elara wept, and in that moment, her world of sunflowers and colors turned gray. Not long after, Thomas's grandmother fell gravely ill. The only remedy was a rare flower, one that only Elara grew. Desperate, Thomas went to her. "Elara, please, my grandmother is dying. I need your flowers to brew a healing tea." Elara met his eyes. "I don't have them. The rain destroyed most, and the few that remained, I used them to try and heal a small owl. If I'd had the linen and herbs I asked you for, maybe something would have been left for your grandmother. But my time wasn't worth your money, remember?" Thomas's face turned pale. He said nothing, only turned and walked away. The pain that struck him the next morning, as he watched his grandmother slip away, was the very same pain Elara had felt when the owl died. The difference was clear. Elara grieved for a life she had fought to save. Thomas grieved for a life he could have spared, but chose not to. Life went on. Yet in Thomas's heart, a seed had been planted, the seed of regret. He never again looked Elara in the eye, but he carried with him the image of that fragile owl, and her words that day echoed endlessly within him. That moment of selfishness and indifference became his shadow. He learned, far too late, that true wealth lies not in what we keep, but in what we give. Life is a tapestry, each thread woven by our choices, what we do and what we fail to do. And no matter how strong we believe ourselves to be, indifference to another's pain is often the heaviest burden of all. The real tragedy is not in losing, but in having the chance to help and, out of selfishness, doing nothing. Sometimes, in its quiet, unfathomable wisdom, the universe makes us feel the suffering of others in our own flesh, so that we may finally learn the worth of empathy and the power of compassion.